Yeah, I mean, I've been in the middle of the zone so many times. Like it's just kind of a natural thing for me at this point. I've seen it. I know where dudes are going to help from. I know who's going to be open in what spots, and it's just kind of part of understanding the game.
You said, the bench is so deep, a lot of teams aren't ready for that. You've played in a lot of college basketball games. What does it do to a team when the bench is that deep?
I think it wears them out. We have dudes that are coming off the bench ready to run, ready to go, and it's a constant flow, the speed of the game never slows down for us. We're always running, always moving, and the depth we have, it allows dudes to get rest, but it doesn't slow anything down at all. And we get into teams' legs, they're going to start missing shots that they were making in the first half, and it just kind of that gap just widens as time goes on.
We've seen Reed make an impact on the defensive end in a lot of these games, but to see him really light up the scoreboard tonight, Rob was saying he lights it up in practice. Is it fun to see him kind of translate out there?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think Reed is completely deserving of a night like tonight. I mean, he works his tail end off every single day, and a dude that is as active on defense as he is deserves a night like this on offense too, because he's more than capable, as you can see. I mean, he puts the work in and he deserves it.
Is that hard for freshmen to really make an impact on both ends like that?
I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've been a freshman, so I'm not
Fair.
sure. But I mean, these dudes have dog in them, and we have dudes that are more than capable. And I think that them competing with each other every single day, it's like you go out there and you've competed against the top talent in college basketball every day. So it's like when you go out there and you play against somebody else besides one of us, it's like, okay, like we're ready for this moment,
You get a sense of the energy from the fans enjoying the way you guys are playing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's insane. Whenever that ball goes in, the whole place just lights out. Even defense, whatever it may be, like we do something positive out there, I feel like the place erupts almost every time.
You talked about the depth, but it's not just bodies. Like any given night, one of you guys can go and score 20 plus. What does that say about this team, and how are you guys able to do that?
I'd say that it's our ability to pass the ball and get the ball to the open man, get it to the hot hand. But our depth is unbelievable. We have a lot of talented players, and it can be anybody any given night. I mean, there's been multiple games this year. We had 4 or 5 dudes in double figures. It might have been more than that tonight, and I'm not completely sure. I didn't look at the score sheet, but I mean, we put up over 100. It's like when we get running and we get going, it's gonna be tough to beat.
How much you're always Mr. Cool. I mean, it doesn't matter. The game Tuesday night completely different than tonight, and yet your demeanor never changes. How does that play into your success?
I would say it plays into my ability to be present. Be in the moment, not get too high, not get too low. Understand that regardless of who we're up against, the game doesn't change. The game is the game, and being able to understand that and understand that there's going to be times where teams go on runs, there's going to be times where teams make a bunch of shots, there's going to be times where we can't get the ball to go in the hoop. But at the end of the day, there are things we control: our hustle, our chasing after rebounds, our defense. There's things that are under our control that can impact the game. And if you get too far down on yourself, you're going to take yourself that much farther out of the game. So that's something that I try to translate to these younger dudes while I'm out there, because you can see emotions and you can see how things can fluctuate, and I try to emphasize that to them, that being able to be even killer is going to make you that much better of a player.
So you feel like that's something you can convey to the younger guys. It's not necessarily just a matter of experience over time. You can teach that.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that I can tell them. I can't really teach them, but I mean, like, I'm gonna keep telling them until they figure it out. Like I'm constantly gonna be in their ear, letting them know. Like I've had conversations at length with JB, Rob, like during practice, and you can tell sometimes that there's those moments, and it's like I get in their ear real quick before a coach gets to them, and it's just like being able to relate to them and be like, yo, like I know they're screaming at you saying this, and this, but look at it this way.
Just how much do you enjoy being in kind of the middle of that 2-3 zone and being able to make those passes and find guys?
I love it personally because it puts me in a position to make decisions. You know, I enjoy having the ball in my hands and being a playmaker for these guys because just me in that zone, somebody has to make a decision on the defensive end, whether that be a top guy helping in and we're giving it right back to the dude who gave it to me. He has an open shot. We got dudes filling corners. We got low post guys helping up. You can throw a lob, throw a bounce pass to that baseline. Hey, Reed.
Hey, Tre.
And getting Reed Shepard some shots, you know, he's knocking them down, giving me a couple assists here and there. But yeah, I enjoy it because I feel like I see the court well, and everything else just kind of comes naturally once you're in there.
And just one more, is that something that you've always had, or is that something that you've learned over, especially your college career?
I would say that that's something that I've kind of naturally always had.
Really?
Like even high school, like my coach is always putting me in the middle of that because he knows I'm gonna make a pretty good decision when I'm in there.
Cool. All right, thanks a lot.